Today, we're diving into some absolutely epic news just announced at D23 Brazil. Star Wars fans, buckle up because Andor Season 2 is officially on its way, and we finally have a release date. Mark your calendars, April 22nd, 2025, that's when the rebellion reignites on Disney+, just days after the Star Wars celebration in Japan. Today, we're going to dive deep into what to expect from this thrilling new season, who's returning, and why Andor is the gritty, mature Star Wars story we've all been waiting for. So let's go. Season 1 of Andor left us with Cassian Andor, played by the incredible Diego Luna, stepping into his role as a rebel we know from Rogue One. It was an intense journey. Cassian wasn't just a hero right off the bat, he was complex, flawed, and layered. His world is dark, brutal, and morally grey. We saw him navigate the rough edges of the Rebel Alliance as it formed in the shadows. Tony Gilroy, the show's mastermind, crafted this refreshing, grounded narrative that gives Andor a unique place within the Star Wars universe. So what can we expect from Season 2? Well, Tony Gilroy has promised that this season will bring us closer and closer to the events of Rogue One, meaning we're inching toward that fateful mission to steal the Death Star plans. This season is sure to be an absolute rollercoaster of tension, betrayal, and action, as Cassian and the Rebel Alliance face the rising power of the Empire. One of the best parts of this season is the cast. It's loaded with talent. Alongside Diego Luna as Cassian, we're going to see some familiar faces. Kyle Soller as the ambitious and twisted Cyril Khan, Adria Arjona as the fierce Bix Kalin, Stellan Skarsgård as the mysterious Luthen Rael, and Genevieve O'Reilly as the iconic Mon Mothma. And now, get this, we have Ben Mendelsohn returning as Orson Krennic. If you remember Krennic from Rogue One, you know he's an ambitious and ruthless Imperial officer with a strong connection to the Death Star project. So, seeing Krennic in Season 2, this is going to give fans a chance to see some of the Imperial intrigue and competition that's happening behind the scenes as the Rebel Alliance ramps up. We're talking Empire politics, shady deals, and the scramble for power. It's going to be intense. But there's even more. The beloved, sarcastic, and completely memorable droid, K2SO, is coming back. That's right, Alan Tudyk is back to play K2SO. Tudyk was recently talking about his experience keeping K2SO's return a secret, and he joked about how it's nearly impossible these days. He even said, "One slip up, and then you find it on your phone, like, what did you say?" Tudyk's back and forth with Diego Luna promises some hilarious, much-needed levity amidst the show's darker themes. K2SO's sardonic humor is the perfect balance for Cassian's serious side, and seeing them together again is going to be pure gold. Now, why are so many people hyped for this series? Andor doesn't rely on flashy lightsabers or Jedi legends. It's not about chosen ones or destiny. It's about real people making tough choices in a galaxy under occupation. Tony Gilroy's approach is to make Andor feel almost like a spy thriller, giving us a unique perspective of life under the Empire. We're talking gritty, grounded storytelling, and honestly, it's refreshing to see the Star Wars universe without all the usual tropes. It's as if we're peeking into the lives of those who are just trying to survive and ultimately choosing to fight back. If you watched Season 1, you know the characters aren't simply good or evil. There's complexity and moral ambiguity. Cassian, Mon Mothma, Cyril, Luthen, they're all constantly making sacrifices, questioning themselves, and sometimes crossing lines they never thought they would. And that's the beauty of Andor. It's a show that invites you to ask, what does it mean to resist? To be a hero in a world that's crumbling? With Season 2, the stakes are going to be even higher. The Rebel Alliance is beginning to take shape, but there's division within it. Who can you trust when the Empire is watching, and your allies have their own agendas? Cassian is not just a lone wolf anymore, he's becoming part of something much bigger than himself. And he's starting to understand the true cost of freedom. You can expect him to face new threats, make sacrifices, and maybe even lose people close to him. And what about Mon Mothma? She's balancing a dangerous double life. On one hand, she's a senator, trying to use her position within the Empire to make a difference. On the other, she's a key figure in the rebellion. The storyline was incredibly nuanced in Season 1, and as we move closer to Rogue One, we'll see her become one of the rebellion's greatest leaders. It's going to be fascinating to see the tension and risks she faces. Let's not forget Luthen Rael. Stellan Skarsgård has done an amazing job portraying this shadowy rebel. Luthen is a master of deception and has a deep, complex vision for the rebellion. He knows the fight won't be pretty, and he's willing to get his hands dirty. Season 2 is likely to show us more of his network, his secrets, and just how far he'll go to build a force strong enough to challenge the Empire. And that is chilling, exciting, and thought-provoking all at once. Alan Tudyk teased K2SO's role in Season 2, and while he couldn't reveal much, he hinted that K2SO's humor will be a perfect counter to the series' darker moments. He said, "That will be a fresh, I don't know. We'll see. Let's just watch it. His return could be one of the most anticipated elements of the season, bringing Cassian and K2SO's unique bond back to the screen. Their relationship was such a highlight in Rogue One. K2SO's brutal honesty, and Cassian's more pragmatic approach made for some hilarious and touching moments. Bringing K2SO into Andor Season 2 is bound to capture that dynamic again. They're a duo that just works. Cassian is the grounded, no-nonsense rebel, while K2SO is unfiltered and sometimes wildly inappropriate. We're all excited to see how this plays out in Season 2. What makes Andor truly shine is Tony Gilroy's vision. Gilroy, who also worked on Rogue One, has a unique take on the Star Wars universe. He treats it like a real place, focusing on the raw, gritty realities of living under an oppressive regime. It's storytelling with depth, and that's why Andor has resonated with both die-hard fans and newcomers alike. Gilroy has described the show as a chance to explore the darker side of the galaxy, away from the myths and legends. It's a story of rebellion built from the ground up, brick by brick. And he has this way of making you feel every single decision the characters make, every compromise and sacrifice. That's powerful storytelling. We've got some time before the April 22nd premiere, but the countdown begins now. This is a show that's going to change how we see the rebellion. It's going to make us question what it means to be a hero, what it takes to fight for freedom, and what price people are willing to pay. So, are you as excited as I am? Are you ready to dive back into the Star Wars universe with Cassian Andor? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Will you be watching on April 22nd? And what are you most excited to see? Gritty storylines, the action, the return of K2SO. I can't wait to hear your thoughts. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, may the Force be with you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any updates. We'll be back soon with more exciting news on Andor and the Star Wars universe. See you next time.